Ladies and gentlemen, we are just 2 Smackdowns away from WrestleMania 2, and this is Frank Doll, joined alongside the Hawaiian Homer, and what a night we have tonight.
Everybody is looking to gain momentum as we continue to move closer and closer to WrestleMania 2. And things are starting to shape up, and it's really looking like WrestleMania 2 is going to be the biggest show we've ever seen.
Well, what shape is our World Heavyweight Champion Kurt Angle in after he got frog splashed through the table by Mark Henry last time on Smackdown.
I mean, Mark Henry looked to make a statement, and you know, we ended up seeing Abyss come back and they had a big challenge, but it looks like we're going to start off the show once again with Alberto Del Rio.
Yes, that is correct. Tonight, WrestleMania opponents must team up, as Del Rio and Lashley will have to team up against The Undertaker and Goldberg.
I don't see either side really cooperating, but I guess we're going to find out what Del Rio thinks about this whole thing.
And still no reaction. Wow, really? Really?
Illusions of grandeur is what this guy has.
Yeah, Del Rio, you're going a bit over your head right now. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, shit. Oh, my goodness. Look who's in the ring.
And Alberto Del Rio wanting no part of The Undertaker, but he'll have to face Undertaker in tag team action later on tonight.
The message was short and sweet, but the point was made. Undertaker telling Goldberg that you better cooperate tonight, or else your fate at WrestleMania 2 will be even worse.
Oh man, already SmackDown is started off explosive. Undertaker and Goldberg and Del Rio and Lashley are going to have to get along somehow or another.
There really is no way around it. Those two sides are going to explode. The question is, you know, how is that going to turn out? We're going to find out again in tonight's main event.
Here's the Grish.
Yeah, the Grish.
Here's being Ocean who's not too fond of the Grish. Zack's very cocky.
His actions don't reflect his words as of late.
Jack says he welcomes the challenge.
The Grish just pointed out a very good fact.
Oceandex kind of has a point. He wasn't ready, but still he lost.
He's the Intercontinental Champion. You should always be ready. He's not ready to compete. He is not fit to be a champion. Simply put.
Well, he shouldn't be complaining. He brings up a point where he doesn't want to be like MVP. I know you've had to deal with him.
Don't even get me started. We don't have enough time during this show for me to go through all that. I don't diss the Grish.
Interesting promotion, Jack, the Intercontinental Champion.
Here comes Christian, being accompanied by his best friend Edge. They're going to get a bit of a preview of their tag team match. He's going to take on the Suspect.
That is correct. And what do you think is going to the Suspect's mind going in this match against the former world champion?
I mean, this is a huge opportunity for Suspect not just to get momentum against Christian, but for me, this is about those tag team titles that he and the Pope carry. And Edge and Christian are looking to regain tag team gold. They're looking to do it the biggest night of WEDF history, WrestleMania 2. And so, he's got to be able to, keep that momentum on the side of the champions. Otherwise, they could be in trouble once WrestleMania 2.
Say about Christian and Edge is that they're one of the best tag teams of all time, and the congregation has just tagged for just a few short months.
Not to mention, the congregation put out possibly the biggest challenge they could ever face, which is Edge and Christian in a TLC match.
And what's interesting is that the congregation actually made the challenge.
That's right. It seems more confidence and cockiness, but we're going to see if the Suspect can prove that confidence as it takes to Christian. See here, they definitely have the support of the fans. These fans are going crazy for the Suspect, but you can see here this match is officially underway. The strategy would be interesting. These two kind of have similar styles, so
what roles do you think Edge and D'Angelo Dinero are going to play in this match?
I think that if they could play a very huge role. I mean, it could be a crucial pinfall moment could be interrupted by somebody out standing ringside. I think that the Edge might play a bigger role than De Niro, but anything is possible.
There's a clothesline by Suspect. The unorthodox style of Suspect, and so far he's been taken seriously. No playing around here.
I mean, he moved to Smackdown and everything changed for the better. You can see here Christian.
Stealing a move from Christian's playbook.
Christian seems to be a little taken back. He wasn't expecting this to be close, but the Suspect is a serious competitor. It almost looked like a move out of De Niro's book.
And that double knee to the face, making Christian the agility, getting out that power bomb with an excellent arm drag.
Christian is.
Must say,
I was going to say Christian is definitely the more experienced of the two, and it's an experience that allowed him to make such a great counter.
That's why he's also a former world champion. Him and Edge had those tremendous battles earlier on in the season.
They had possibly one of the most shocking moments of this season when Christian actually cashed in Money in the Bank on Edge. But here's a cover by Christian. There was a move out of Edge's playbook. These two teams clearly training together and working off of each other, and it's going to make the tag team match that much more interesting.
And Edge and Christian apparently they wanted respect from they wanted the congregation to learn some respect. It looks like they finally gained some respect for them after the congregation made the challenge.
I mean, the congregation could have made this a simple tag team match. They could have found a way to create some sort of advantage, but they put themselves in the hardest possible situation they could, and you can't help but respect a team that would lay out a challenge like that. Whoa! Seated senton by Christian, goes up top rope.
Christian can fly.
missile dropkick from the top rope. The experience is shining through. Oh, but look at. And again, that's part of that unorthodox move, that unorthodox style, that spinebuster out of nowhere from the suspect.
Yeah, suspect.
The suspect isn't usually known for his strength, but that was quite the impressive move. Oh, wait a minute! Look at this. This might be a troublesome position for the suspect.
Oh,
what a nice counter.
The big time DDT. Oh, wait a minute, Kristen! Kill switch already!
The kill switch engaged. This has to be it. Here's the cover.
Kristen, we can put away right now. 1, 2. It's over.
And I'm surprised that De Niro didn't get involved. He let Suspect take care of, do his own thing, but it cost him the match. Now Edge and Christian have a little bit of momentum. Again, there was that kill switch. That was what did it. Edge and Christian just continuing to impress. You gotta wonder, are the congregation's days numbered? Here, Edge celebrating with Christian. We see these two celebrating at WrestleMania 2. We'll be declared new tag team champions.
It's at WrestleMania 2. Oh. Like Undertaker, Lashley says, if you cost me the match, you're going to be in much more huge trouble at WrestleMania 2. And here comes Danny Jackpot, who orchestrated that attack, which led to Mark Henry splashing Kurt Angle after it was originally going to be John Cena.
That's absolutely correct. John Cena was placed on that table, and Angle was able to make the save, but unfortunately Cena was not able to return the favor, and thanks to Danny Jackpot, was put through the table thanks to Mark Henry.
And Danny Jackpot is going to be facing Jeff Hardy, Zach Starr's opponent for WrestleMania 2.
So it sounds like even more of a family affair. Danny, of course, is the cousin of Zach Starr. And Zach Starr has been very vocal about how he feels about the Hardys and how he feels about the Matt Hardy situation. I personally am not a fan of the way that Zach Starr has been behaving, and I don't expect much less from Danny Jackpot, but
I don't get why John Cena was put in that match anyway.
Well, I mean, it seemed like everybody was getting an opportunity. I mean, Cena is one of the top superstars here. Why wouldn't he get a shot?
He lost.
He lost unfairly. I think Teddy Long is doing a great job here as general manager, and he's keeping things fair and he's trying to make sure that everything is as fair as possible. See, this is what I was talking about with Zack Starr. I knew Danny was going to do the same thing. And he really needs to be careful what he says, because he's about to get in the ring with Jeff Hardy.
2 years of frustrations. It goes back to when Danny was ran over by Kurt Angle last year.
Here comes Jeff Hardy.
Who's had enough?
Jeff Hardy, you know, like you just said, you know, he's getting, you know, sick and tired of this entire, you know, the entire Jackpot Star family, this bad mouthing, you know, the Hardy name. You know, I think that everyone here can, you know, whether you love him or hate him, you understand that the problems that the Hardys are going through, but that's not something that is meant to be discussed in the ring. And so Jeff Hardy definitely trying to avenge his brother's name. We all have problems. Jeff had his own, and he's able to, you know, come back and redo a name for himself. So.
Here we go. This match is underway.
Here we go.
I've just been so quiet because of this. My actions on Raw, this past Raw. I'll talk about that later.
You can see here a nice chain grapple. It's a little unorthodox of Jeff Hardy, but you know, and I mean, it just shows that you know, even though he's known as being a high flyer, you know, the veteran, you know, he's a veteran here in professional wrestling and in WEDF, and so he's able to adapt to any circumstance.
Here's Jeff Hardy with the offense on Danny Jackpot. You know he's very frustrated. He wants to take out his frustrations on the cousin of Zach Starr, Danny Jackpot, right now.
Oh, and look at this. He's got him in the trio. Whoa, Danny is in trouble. But wait. Look at Danny able to pull himself up.
Well, this Danny's actually wearing purple. That was the color that he wore when he won the WEDF Championship.
Maybe he's trying to make a statement here. He's been talking about it ever since stealing the win against John Cena, that you know, he will be the next World Heavyweight Champion.
Well, this goes back to bragging rights too. Oh, big clothesline.
Here's the cover. Danny could get an early win here.
With a kick out by Jeff Hardy.
I think that it'd be a huge statement for Jeff Hardy to not only get a win against a world title contender, but also to put this whole family situation. This has almost become like a, you know, I mean, no pun intended, but this is going to be a family feud.
It's become personal. I wonder what Matt Hardy's thinking about while he's in the room trying to lose weight.
I mean, Matt Hardy has his own issues that he has to worry about. And, you know, I've said this before. You know, I'm not, you know, I've used to be a big supporter of Matt Hardy. You know, these days I'm not necessarily a fan of him, but I don't wish him anything ill toward him. And I hope
cover again.
I do hope that, you know, he recovers 100% and he's able to, you know, get his life back on track. I don't wish ill toward anybody, but for Zach Starr and Danny Jackpot to make this a personal matter, I think it's only best for Jeff to be able to turn this around.
All right, Danny Jackpot rolls Jeff Hardy up. Yeah, cover one. Jeff Hardy kicks out.
I got to say, I'm impressed by the way that Jeff, through all this, has been able to keep his emotions in. You know, he's been, you know, normally when somebody is faced with something like this, their performance in the ring suffers, and that hasn't really been the case with Jeff Hardy.
Jeff Hardy's just been so focused.
I mean, that just shows you how good of a competitor he truly is. There's a scoop slam followed by a drop kick. Nice combination from Jeff Hardy. Look at the eye rake by Danny trying to gain control back.
Doing whatever it takes to win. And look at Jeff Hardy again. The sword. And a big kick to the head. Jeff Hardy could finish off Danny Jackpot right now, but Danny Jackpot gets up. A big drop kick. Extreme Enigma just continues the offense.
That's just textbook Jeff Hardy, staying on the offensive, not giving any room to breathe.
Bowers was in the corner. Jeff Hardy drop kick. Danny Jackpot is really hasn't gotten much offense in this match. Oh,
I mean, Danny's kind of just been desperate to.
What's Danny going for here? Springboard! Flash kick right to the head. Will this be it for Jeff? 1, 2. But Jeff Hardy gets the shoulder up in 2.
Jeff Hardy's not going to give up that easily. Oh, wait!
Jeff Hardy was for the win.
Goes for the cover. Could he get it here?
Oh, Danny Jackpot kicks out. Not even a 1 count. But Jeff Hardy,
Oh, wow. Danny able to dodge it somehow.
Now, big time clothesline.
I mean,
Turning Jeff Hardy inside out.
That was almost hilarious. He used his whole body.
Like Jeff Hardy catches Danny.
What is he thinking here?
Wait, roll up.
Danny rolls him up, but he looks like his leg is on the rope. The ref wasn't quite paying attention. That should have been broken up immediately, but.
Can't call it if the referee can't see it.
This is, WEDF. You would think that the referees here would be the top of the line, but I digress. This match continues on. We have a trade of punches. Jeff Hardy seems to be getting the leg up. Wait. Look.
Jeff Hardy getting the onslaught of offense right now. And wait a minute.
Wait,
referee.
oh no, the ref is out.
Hey, Zach Starr.
What? Come on.
Hey, they did a chair. Referee doesn't see a thing.
Come on. This is the... Are you serious? Come on, ref. You gotta know...
1, 2. Danny Jackpot has just beaten Jeff Hardy.
But under what circumstances? Can you really call that a victory?
It's win's a win. And Zach Starr, look at them double teaming Jeff Hardy right now.
Come on, somebody stop this.
Matt Hardy's not here. Oh!
John Cena!
No!
Evening the odds! And look at this. Running like scalded dogs.
Oh, we're going to have to take a commercial break. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. John Cena just interrupting this. Ugh.
We are back, and it looks like Cena is talking to the general manager.
Cena wants a match with Zack.
Teddy gives him the thumbs up.
Teddy gets just so biased towards John Cena. Give him everything he wants. Everything John Cena demands, Teddy Long gives it to him. That's not fair.
And the thing is, Danny... We'll talk about this later. We're back to the Grish. Yeah.
Sin Cara versus El Rojo, Mexico.
Wait, what? He speaks English.
Wait! Oh! El Rojo has become so obsessed.
Who knew he could speak... Since when can he speak English?
As a translator.
Ah, okay. I'm a little confused, but... moving on, looks like we have the Intercontinental Champion coming out next. Earlier we heard him talk about how he claims to be pleased with the decision by General Manager Teddy Long to the Four Corners match. Yet on the last Smackdown, an impromptu match with Heather Bourne turned into an Oceanjack's loss.
The thing about it is that Oceanjack did not expect that coming, and Teddy Long is becomes so biased towards all the bad guys around here. I mean, it's not fair. Osujax is not ready for that match.
There's no bias about it. Osujax claims that he got exactly what he wanted, so how is that bias? The thing that's affecting the matter is Osujax has been making his presence known, and Teddy Long was making the business for him. If he wanted to prove that he was the greatest Intercontinental champion of all time that he will be, then he should prove it. And that was his opportunity to get Teddy Long, and he failed. And that's
anyway, we have a tag match getting underway. Osujax and Dolph Ziggler teaming against Evan Bourne and Rob Van Dam. Do you think Osujax and Dolph Ziggler can get along after Dolph Ziggler got assaulted by Osujax in that triple threat?
Absolutely not. I don't believe either of these men should be trusted, and I don't believe that this is going to end well for either of these men. I do believe that Evan Bourne and RVD can work together, but the same is not going to be the case with Ziggler and Osujax.
Thing about Ziggler and Osujax, earlier in the season, Osujax literally handed Dolph Ziggler the Intercontinental Championship.
I've been trying to erase that part of the WEDF Smackdown history from my memory, but thank you for that. That is absolutely correct.
Well, you could say that Osujax won the championship fairly, while Dolph Ziggler, on the other hand, was just handed the title early.
I mean, I got to give credit for Osujax's title. He defeated Bobby Lashley to win that. Bobby Lashley looked like he was never going to lose that championship, and then Osujax came out of nowhere after I think a second or third attempt and just, dominated it.
The thing about Osujax, though, is that Dolph Ziggler actually has beaten Osujax for the Intercontinental Championship. It was at Fate of Champions, I believe.
He was ever born. Now he's one of my favorites in this tag team partner. Also, in that Four Corners matches, RVD was unsuccessful last year, I believe, at No Way Out. Pursuing the Intercontinental Championship. He's been trying to get that title for a couple months, but has not been successful.
Because all he is a loser. He doesn't take himself seriously. He's just so laid back, he's not serious.
I don't know how you could possibly think that. He's actually taking himself more seriously than he ever has. I think he might be asking himself, how much longer does he really have? He might be looking at these might be the final moments of the career of Rob Van Dam. He can take the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania 2.
Interesting way to start off this match. Osujax and Evan Bourne.
We must, wrong way for Osujax to start this. I mean, his confidence has not gone anywhere. He still thinks that he's the best in this whole situation, but you can see here Evan Bourne capitalizing on that cocky nature.
I would like to make this announcement because the next episode of Smackdown, the final one before WrestleMania, will actually be a super show where every single superstar involved in WrestleMania is scheduled to appear.
That's right, and I actually, for the first time, and I think, I don't know how long, and like if you can confirm this for me if this is correct, but I believe that I will be commentating with none other than the Intercontinental Champion Osujax himself.
That is correct. Oh my, Evan Bourne is soaring.
And Evan Bourne just on a streak here. Look at him just taking out both Ziggler and Osujax. He's a man on a mission.
Evan Bourne showing the same amount of offense that Osujax put on Evan Bourne last week to sell the match, and there's a tag to Rob Van Dam. Keep each other fresh.
This is an interesting tag team of RVD and Evan Bourne. They have very similar styles, of course. RVD.
Evan Bourne said he.
They play well off each other. That they got the tag, and they're almost. It's almost a harmonizing thing right here. You can look at Osujax is in trouble.
He's in big trouble. Now Rob Van Dam with those kicks.
You gotta wonder though, how badly does Dolph Ziggler really want to be in this match? Does he really want to get the tag? Does he want to prove something, or would he rather watch Osujax from the side, get beat up, I mean that's a huge advantage for Dolph Ziggler going into WrestleMania 2. The question is, what matters more to him?
Dolph Ziggler breaking it up. Dolph Ziggler actually beat Ocho Jack for the Intercontinental Championship after Danny Jackpot got involved, but still, Dolph Ziggler won. That was a while back, and Ocho Jack finally gained the upper hand.
I mean, there's a lot of history in this whole situation. These four men.
Dolph Ziggler and Evan Bourne have had battles too. I mean, Evan Bourne beat Dolph Ziggler when Ziggler was in that slump, which led to Evan Bourne getting a shot at the World Heavyweight Championship when Edge was champion at the time.
Now Dolph Ziggler's in the match, looking to capitalize on the hurting that RVD took at the hands of Jax, but RVD quickly to his feet.
You think the situation between Dolph Ziggler and Ocho Jax is going to be like the one between John Cena and Kurt Angle from last week, where they put their differences aside?
I really don't see that being the case here, and I don't think that either men would look past allowing his partner to take a dive in order to, gain that little bit of an advantage. Evan Bourne with the tag, and look at this.
Huge cross body.
Nice assistance by RVD, and now what's this?
Evan Bourne loves to fly.
That's vintage Evan Bourne up the top rope with that drop kick. He goes for the cover. Could this be
one?
It?
No.
And look, I don't know if you noticed, but Ocho Jax I don't think came out.
No, he did not.
Ocho Jax kept, stayed on the apron.
We said there's still personal beef between the two. I mean, Ocho Jax felt that Dolph Ziggler disrespected him when he got nothing in return. When he didn't get a thank you for when Dolph Ziggler became Intercontinental Champion.
Look at this, Ocho Jax showing the strength. He is easily the largest man out of the four.
He's 6'8", nearly 300 pounds.
I believe he's just over 300 pounds. At least last I remember.
Yeah, he outweighs Evan Bourne by a good 120 pounds. Evan Bourne's about 170, 180.
Almost doubled the size. But
oh
wow.
Evan Bourne has a tremendous amount of heart.
I mean, you can't look past that. People talk about how people can talk about the heart of a superstar, but with Evan Bourne, it truly shines. And I think last week on Smackdown, that was proof of that.
Anyway, another announcement. Unique move right there. I would like to announce the date of WrestleMania is possibly going to be here November 20th. It'll be first on the Ocho Jax stream on Dustin.tv.
That sounds like it's going to be... I mean, I got to say, as big as everything has become, I think this might be the most excited I've ever been for a single event. Not just in WEDF, but in all of CAW. This is going to be huge. And this is only, what we're seeing right here, this tag team match is only a portion of it, but this tag team match has really been an impressive showing by all four men.
Dolph Ziggler and Ocho Jax surprisingly getting along.
It's really hard to pick, who has the clear advantage right now, but...
Well, Evan Bourne's in a bad state right now. He needs to find a way to fight off this attack and get the tag to his first partner.
The most important thing is he's got to find a firm vertical base, but the quick tags by Ziggler and Ocho Jax have made that really hard for him.
Isolating the man in their corner.
It looks like they did another double elbow.
Did Ocho Jax really keep up?
That was actually the second time tonight that he did that.
I didn't know Ocho Jax could do something like that. And then again, he got... I'm not even going to mention it.
Well, you know what? If Big Show can do 2 sunset flips in one night, then anything is possible.
Oh, look at that! This could be the opening he needs.
It's possible. Needs to make the desperate tag. He's slowly making his way, and look at this.
Well, they didn't reaching it. He's got the tag. Wait,
Oh, no,
Dolph Ziggler.
Ziggler.
No, wait. Rob Van Dam. Coming back. And the chip shot to
Rob Van
Oshie
Dam
Jack.
knocks off Oshie Jack's. Look at him. Look at this.
Oh. Fury of kicks.
Again by RVD. Sends it to the turnbuckle. What is he thinking here?
Oh. Referee got in the way.
This could be dangerous. Look at Oshie Jack trying to capitalize on that. Not able to.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
And now tag to Oshie Jack.
STO. This could be very dangerous for Rob Van Dam.
Oh. That power.
Goes for the cover.
1, 2. Oh.
Not
Rob
even a 2 count. Rob Van Dam able to kick out on his own. Oh! Nice counter by Rob Van Dam.
RVD looking to quicken the pace of this match.
Look at this. Immediately working on... Wait a minute. He might be...
Foot leg of moonsault. Vintage Rob Van Dam.
Goes for the cover, but he's too close to...
2, and Ziggler there to break it up.
But there was a hesitation by Ziggler.
Oh, big boot.
Oshie Jack looks to make another tag.
RVD trying to fight back. A little woozy from that big boot, though. Wait, oh! Clothesline. Looking, maybe thinking zigzag. No! Rob Van Dam ducks.
Another kick. Could he be too far away? Wait a minute. Oh!
What teamwork! And Ziggler looking to capitalize. The zigzag.
The zigzag by Dolph Ziggler.
There's a clothesline, even more. This could be it.
This is almost an upset to me. But here's the cover by Ziggler.
Oh, it's over.
And Dolph Ziggler actually, despite what Oshie Jack did, the momentum goes to Dolph Ziggler. Let's go back to the recap.
What or so? Oshie Jack tossing Rob Van Dam off the top rope, allowing Dolph Ziggler to capitalize on the mistake.
I mean, the person who got the pinfall is the person that gets the momentum in my eyes. I mean, nice teamwork by the two men, but here's the reason why Dolph Ziggler gains that momentum. Pinfall right after that zigzag. Look at this.
Yeah, I have to agree with you, though. This is an upset. I didn't think these two could get along, let alone win the match.
RVD is in a world of hurt. At this point, I really have no idea who the front runner for that match is. I hate to say it, but Edge is a point.
Whoa! What? A tables match? Wow!
Congregation just not letting back for a second.
They're bringing the fight to Edge and Christian.
Here's coming up next is a match that we actually saw made not too long ago. After Zach Starr helped his cousin Danny Jackpot defeat Jeff Hardy, John Cena basically said, "I'm sick of these two constantly, screwing everybody out of these matches. I want Zach Starr one-on-one," and he's gonna get it right now.
Zach Starr early in the season actually owns a few pinfall victories over John Cena. So he can go toe-to-toe with Cena.
And this is gonna be a huge match, but I think that Cena definitely wants to bring these two men back down to earth. I mean, Zach Starr and Danny Jackpot, as much as I love Danny, these two have been acting like they're, invincible, that nobody can touch them. But, I think that John Cena's the man to do that. And speaking of which, here he comes. The C Nation is on their feet.
What business did he have interrupting Zack Starr? Zack Starr didn't do anything to John Cena.
It is about making everything in this. You know, everybody should have a fair shot. And thanks to Jackpot, John Cena didn't get that fair shot at No Way Out. And thanks to Zach Starr, Jeff Hardy didn't get that fair shot tonight. So he's simply trying to even the odds. He is sick of Danny Jackpot, and he's even more sick of his cousin, Zach Starr. That is the motivation behind this contest.
Here we go. This match is underway. Zach Starr and John Cena squaring off. Zach Starr proved he could hang by hanging with John Cena.
I mean, I do give Zach Starr credit for everything that, everything that he's done in the past, but, I gotta wonder, I gotta say the one weakness that Zach Starr perhaps has had is that as good as he is, as the experience that he's been picking up, he's never been able to pick up a big win.
That's a very good point. You said that earlier before, around Summerfest time, many months ago. Zack Starr just hasn't had that defining win.
I've been way before I was ever involved with WEDF. I've been a long time fan and a follower of the company, and so I've been watching Zach Starr since he came into the company.
Zach Starr, he's perhaps the better wrestler between these two, out wrestling John Cena right now.
These two have very different fighting styles. While Zach Starr maybe has the better, wrestling ability, he's a little bit faster. John Cena is just a straight up brawler. He's a
fighter.
He definitely has a size advantage.
John Cena has a size and strength. Zack Starr is going to try to out wrestle and use his speed.
There's a fisherman suplex. He goes for the cover. Gets a 1 on Zach Starr.
Zach Starr turn around. Don't see think it's something, but look at Zach Starr.
Zach Starr's speed gives him the leg up in this.
Look at Zach Starr.
Tornado DDT from the second rope. He's gotta keep on John Cena. He can't give him any time to rest. Goes for the cover. This could be it.
1, 2. With a kick out by Cena. Well, maybe Zach Starr will get that career-defining win against Jeff Hardy at WrestleMania 2 in an Extreme Rules match. That's Jeff Hardy's playground. Zach Starr, I think, could be the underdog in that match. He's definitely the underdog in this match.
John Cena is one of the toughest opponents you could ever have here in WEDF.
Oh, you just can't keep him down. He just keeps fighting.
And that's, and I gotta say, that's actually he's a single superstar that I've based my career off of. He's the one person that I've looked to as a mentor when it comes to a wrestler. He's always gotten back up after falling down, and I think that kind of mentality is what makes a champion. It's the difference between a good wrestler and a great wrestler. John Cena is a great wrestler.
Oh, Zach Starr coming right back.
Zach Starr,
it led to you adapting one of his finishers, the Fatitude adjustment.
I was very honored for when he taught me that move, but I gotta say Zach Starr has been impressing me tonight. He's really keeping it on. And look at this, he's going for another tornado DDT, and there it is.
Or listen for that attitude. Wait a minute. You got to cover 1, 2. If it wasn't that attitude adjustment John Cena gave to you at the Royal Rumble, you could have been headlining WrestleMania perhaps.
There's a lot of woulda, coulda, shouldas. I'm not going to dwell on anything that has happened. I'm going to focus on what's going to happen. And I believe that what's going to happen is I'm going to walk out of WrestleMania 2 the United States champion. But right now, we're focused on these two men again.
John Cena could walk out as World Heavyweight Champion.
think that Zach Starr very well could. Wait a minute.
Oh, belly to belly.
Turning point, perhaps.
And Kurt Angle's the champion, and Danny Jackpot considers himself the uncrowned champion. Wait a minute.
Look at this. Goes up top rope. Could this be vintage Cena?
High risk, high reward.
There it is. That leg drop. The pain on the back of the neck. But wait a minute.
Looking for the STF, but Zach Starr.
Zach Starr.
Out of it.
I mean, he's just relentless tonight.
1, 2.
I mean, you almost gotta wonder, why is it that we see this Zach Starr on Smackdown and we see, you know, perhaps a different Zach Starr? Wait a minit. Looks like he was going for the attitude adjustment.
What about Zach Starr?
I was gonna say, we see this Zach Starr, the relentless, the hard fighting, but we almost see a different Zach Starr, maybe a less motivated Zach Starr. Wait,
You don't think he's motivated?
A less motivated. But look at
Look
this.
at John Cena coming back.
John Cena perhaps looking to end this one.
Zach Starr with his elbows. You knew what Cena was going for.
That's been the hardest thing for John Cena tonight. Every time he tries to get the momentum in this match, Zach Starr is able to put it to a halt. Wait a minute.
Zach Starr again gets an elbow up. John Cena, another belly-to-belly throw.
Belly-to-belly, just, you know, old school move. I think he was going for this. The third time is the charm. There's that proto bomb.
Oh.
And here it comes. The crowd is on their feet. 5-knuckle shuffle, connect.
Yeah, we can all see you, John.
And look at here. He might be thinking about it here. Attitude adjustment.
Got him up.
And
there
it is. Zach Starr looks like he's in trouble here.
2 and 3.
And John Cena able to put the entire Jackpot Star family in their place. I give credit to Zach Starr for putting everything in that match. But John Cena, you know, perhaps anybody else he would have gotten the win, but John Cena is just he's a different kind of fighter.
I wonder what would happen if John Cena was put through an announce table last week. How would it affect this match?
One can only wonder. Of course, we saw that adjustment followed by this pinfall, and that's what got the job done. And I'm actually very pleased that John Cena was finally able to put one of those members of that family in their place. Jeff Hardy is not alone, and John Cena wanted to make sure that he knew that.
Look at Danny Jackpot.
Oh, come on!
He's got a lead pipe.
That's not even. There's no reason.
Look at the wicked John Cena before WrestleMania 2.
No reason for that, Danny. Wait a minute.
Kurt Angle he's going to be facing the world's strongest man, Mark Henry, as a chance of revenge, but he's out to confront Danny Jackpot right now.
World Heavyweight Champion is not happy with this whole thing. I gotta say, I'm really surprised that Angle and Cena have found this, you know, willingness to work together. It's almost like, you know, they want to do whatever they can to prevent Danny from walking out as the World Heavyweight Champion, and despite everything that Danny has been able to do lately.
Well, Kurt Angle does have some bruised ribs. It's not 100%. Mark Henry will try to exploit that. Danny Jackpot wants no part of Angle. It says he'd rather focus on surviving Mark Henry. And I have to agree with Danny. Angle's gonna have to try to survive against the world's strongest man. He's has some very bad bruised ribs after Mark Henry 400 pounds through the announce table through a table, a frog splash.
I mean, this is just been a very hard place for Kurt Angle.
I talked to Mark Henry earlier tonight. He says he's still pissed off about not getting a world championship shot. He says he's gonna unleash the Hall of Pain and make Kurt Angle his first victim, and make sure Kurt Angle misses WrestleMania 2.
Well, I mean, this is, you know, that's even worse than, you know, because I was about to say that, you know, even though Kurt Angle is the World Heavyweight Champion, he seems to be taking the most punishment out of this whole situation. It seems like, you know, and I understand that as a champion, you know, everybody's going to have your, everybody's going to have their arrow pointed at your bullseye. But man, you know, people, you know, everybody has been, you know, going out to, you know, trying to take him out, including Mark Henry, who's not even involved in the match.
Henry's just trying to make a statement, and remember, Mark Henry tried to take out Abyss, interrupting Angle versus Abyss, which led to the match between Mark Henry and Abyss, the Monsters Ball. I
mean, it's another one of those big matches, and I wouldn't be surprised if Abyss happened to make an appearance sometime tonight, you know, during this match.
But it's not happy. Mark Henry just overpowering Kurt Angle right now.
I mean, it's becoming very difficult for Angle to wrestle Henry, because he's used to, you know, being able to mat wrestle anybody to the ground. But you know, when your opponent is 400 plus pounds, that definitely changes the game plan.
Angle's going to have to try to use his quickness.
I think he should also try. I mean, he should adapt to his fighting style, but he shouldn't. You know, he shouldn't neglect it.
Look at Kurt Angle going up top.
Those punches straight to the forehead of Mark Henry. This crowd is going crazy, but look at this. Overpowering Angle and just sends him right to the mat. Oh man. But Angle able to get right back up. He almost didn't feel it at all.
Mark Henry's going to target those ribs.
Look at Angle. He's got to find a way to knock Henry down. If he can knock Henry down.
Oh!
But again, Henry, a man on a mission.
Henry's just too big, too strong. Angle's going to have to try to chop the big man down, not run right into him.
Aside from the fact it doesn't help,
and use his quickness.
It doesn't help that Angle had his ribs bruised at the hands of Henry last week.
Oh, there you go. There's a top block.
You gotta find that spot below the center for gravity for Henry and really work on it. Now he's working on those knees. Very smart, because we know that one of the most devastating maneuvers from Angle is that ankle lock. Oh wow. I mean, at this point, Angle's doing whatever he can to keep Henry down, and oh man, that leg has got to be in a lot of pain. You want to talk about a hall of pain?
Mark Henry just shoving Kurt Angle away, though.
Oh, but
look at Angle.
Henry too close to the ropes.
The veteran instincts of Kurt Angle, and again going back to the leg.
I mean, that's exactly what he needs to do. He needs to continue to capitalize on this, you know, this situation, and just continue to work on the legs, and specifically the leg that he can lock in that ankle lock on.
2. Oh, Mark Henry, just a 2 count.
Oh, and look at this.
Kurt Angle has the big man down.
That puts pressure on the neck, it puts pressure on the back. He's got to continue to work on those legs. He's not going to be able to just knock him down.
Kurt Angle can't turn this into a slugfest.
Oh, and look at Henry just picking him up over his head. Wait! Oh!
Well, Mark Henry gets right back up.
saw there, Angle found a way to get out of there, but
remember, Angle was press slammed through the announce table with that maneuver, with that press before the Royal Rumble, and if Mark Henry's able to pin Kurt Angle, you think after WrestleMania 2, I think he should deserve a shot at the World Heavyweight Championship.
I mean, I think that if Henry really wants a shot, he's gotta go through it the right way. You know, I think that I'll be honest with you. I believe that Kurt Angle, or I believe that Mark Henry does deserve a shot at the World Heavyweight Championship, but it's because of his actions that he has not received that. I think that it's because he's been trying, he tried to injure all these people and all that. And that's why he doesn't have this shot.
Look at 400 pounds right to the surgically repaired neck of Kurt Angle. Mark Henry now targeting those ribs. Shoving him away.
He just shoved him.
Mark Henry, Kurt Angle got the boot up, knocking Henry down.
What is he thinking here? Wait a minute, here it comes.
Ankle lock.
I mentioned it before. He's been working the leg this whole match.
Mark Henry has nowhere to go. You think he can tap out? Mark Henry, in previous battles, has been able to swat Kurt Angle away out of the ankle lock, but Angle has it wrenched in.
And Angle has just been trying, he's so desperate to get this match over with. He does not want to be in the ring with Mark Henry, but if he were able to get him to tap out of the ankle lock, this would be a huge statement. But look at this. Once again, he's able to roll over. I just don't understand. I still can't figure out how people are able to do that. I know that Angle wrenches it in so hard.
Wait a minute, Angle!
Whoa!
Oh my God, German suplex!
Whoa! This crowd is just going crazy.
He got the 400-pounder off his feet with a German suplex.
Can he do it again? Wait! Angle slam! No!
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
World's strongest slam.
World's strongest slam by Mark Henry.
He's not finishing off him.
I think he might be thinking something even worse. He might be thinking of...
Oh, no. Oh, no. Another world's strongest slam.
He mentioned putting Angle in the Hall of Pain. I think this might be his induction.
Oh, no. Mark Henry has
This match isn't over yet. And there's the bell. Now this match is being thrown out, but Angle is in a lot of trouble.
I have to say, this is wrong.
I mean, somebody has to come out here and help him, because Angle is pretty much defenseless at this point.
Another one.
I mean, that's a third one. And who knows what Mark Henry is thinking with that steel chair.
Oh!
I'm sure Danny Jackpot is loving this right now.
But he is, old man. Not another one. Come on now. Oh! Brother!
Wow,
brother!
he hit the knee. His knee landed on the chair.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Mark Henry. What? No, Mark. No. Come on now. You can break the man's leg. Come on now. No.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Recovery. And look at the expression on the business face. Business is about to pick up.
He looks like he is ready to have some fun. Look at him just racing down the ramp. Mark Henry is done. Looks like he doesn't plan on having anything to do with this tonight.
Mark Henry wants to wait till WrestleMania 2, but someone's got to give Kurt Angle medical attention.
I mean, despite the save by Abyss, Angle took more than a share of... Wait, what's this? Cena looking for Jackpot.
Yeah, Cena, the referee says John, don't do it.
Well, up next is our main event. Of course, we mentioned it before. Enemies have become partners. Bobby Lashley is going to partner up with his WrestleMania opponent, Alberto Del Rio. They're going to take on The Undertaker and Goldberg, who are also WrestleMania 2 opponents.
Question is, can these two teams get along?
We've heard from both Bobby Lashley and The Undertaker that, basically warning their opponents that, tonight we have, if you break trust at any point tonight, you're going to pay for it at WrestleMania 2. The question is, did that message get received?
Bobby Lashley's just been so impressive, even after losing the Intercontinental Championship. This man just continues to, he's a main eventer waiting to happen.
I mean, this whole thing is pretty much just, I think Bobby Lashley is just looking to stand up for all of the little guys, so to say, that Alberto Del Rio has made his targets. Alberto Del Rio really hasn't done anything to impress me, and it's because he's not really, he's not really accepting all comers. He's picking the smallest opponents and picking on them. Rey Mysterio, of course, has been his biggest target since his debut.
Sin Cara as well.
That's right, and Bobby Lashley, came out last Smackdown and said, pick on somebody your own size, fight me. And so now of course that's going to be official at WrestleMania 2, but again tonight they do have to force themselves to work together. This crowd really doesn't seem to give a shit about this guy.
I was just about to point that out. Anyway, I want to make this short announcement as Goldberg makes his way out. Due to my actions on this past Raw, I have filed a restraining order on Stone Cold Steve Austin, so he cannot touch me unless he's provoked by me, or if I touch him.
You stick your nose in that business, and this is how you respond?
Well, I never put my hands on Stone Cold though. The Miz did.
I'm just, you know what? So when I don't think you can get any more of a slime ball, you surprise me. You really do. You just continue to surprise me with your actions. But I guess I shouldn't be surprised. I've known you long enough that this stuff has become a regular occurrence. Again, I don't want to take anything away from Goldberg. Of course, Goldberg is coming out because he's going to team up with his WrestleMania 2 opponent. The Undertaker is easily one of the toughest opponents that The Undertaker is going to have going into WrestleMania.
That's correct. And the question is, a lot of fans on the WEDF forums are actually saying Goldberg is going to end the streak.
You can feel it.
Here he is, the last outlaw.
The Undertaker, of course. The Undertaker, in the back of his mind, is constantly thinking about. We mentioned before the toughest opponent that he's faced to date when it comes to this illustrious streak, Goldberg, and he's gonna team up with him. You mentioned it before. People out on the WEDF forums have actually been saying that if there's anybody out there that is going to end the streak, Goldberg could be the guy. We can possibly witness one of the most devastating, one of the most historic moments in professional wrestling history at WrestleMania 2.
It's going to be one hell of a match. I can't wait to see it. I also can't wait to see The Miz take on Stone Cold at WrestleMania 2. There's so many huge matches to work.
I mean, I know you're talking about WrestleMania 2. I just want to go say that if you look in the eyes of Bobby Lashley, he really just does not seem to fear what he's about to go up against.
Alberto Del Rio, on the other hand, you can tell he has some goosebumps.
Alberto Del Rio is not much of a, he's not really a fighter, let's say. So, but I mean, I gotta hand it to Bobby Lashley. Look into this. He's proven that he's not gonna, he doesn't seem to be scared. I mean, look at him, he is just focused. He's staring dead into the eyes of the last outlaw, the dead man. Look at that. Undertaker just staring at him. But this is gonna start off with Goldberg and Lashley.
These two have had some big-time battles in the past. Remember, Batista, Goldberg, Lashley, and Lesnar in that fatal four-way.
Actually, I do remember that.
It dragged on forever.
Of course, both of these men could have.
But these two men have had tremendous battles. Lashley, back in the day, had this tremendous mean streak. He said he could beat anyone. And then Goldberg said, "You're next." And that was at Last Resort 2010. And then these two had a tremendous battle. I believe there was One Night Stand when Goldberg made his debut. It was the Last Resort when these two had that big time battle. And Lashley and Lesnar.
And I mean, this is one of those. This is a really interesting matchup you have going on right here. You know, the most devastating thing about Lashley, despite the weight. Oh wow!
Oh,
but
look at Lashley take. Wow!
Wow! Just taking out Undertaker in the process of working on Goldberg. But I was gonna say, one of the things that's so devastating about Lashley is that despite how big he is very technically sound.
He's very fast too. Look at the Undertaker. This is what I've been wanting to see. Undertaker and Lashley.
The Undertaker is just working on the arm.
Maybe it's setting up for some old school.
Look at the strength of Undertaker.
Anyway, as for Stone Cold, I'm going to talk to that on the next episode of Raw. I'm not going to talk about it tonight since we have this huge match going on between Lashley and Del Rio and Undertaker and Goldberg. You see Del Rio just not moving on the apron.
I mean, this is one of those situations where, you gotta wonder, who can you trust? And I really do love the matchup between the situation that we have going on right here. But again, the question is, who can you trust? And whoa!
Oh, what?
Del Rio forcing himself in the match. Perhaps
that's not a good idea going strike for strike against the best pure striker in the game, the Undertaker. Bad mistake by Del Rio.
And look at him just using his shoulder to knock him down.
Softening him up for the possible old school.
And working on the shoulder and the arm.
And here we go.
Uh-oh. Del Rio is in a bad place. But Lashley, look at Lashley.
Trying to get involved here.
The ref is trying to count him. He only has 5 seconds. Oh, wow.
But Del Rio, maybe some teamwork there. I'm surprised.
Maybe that was a strategic move by Lashley. He knew that if he gave Del Rio the time, he could get back up. And look at this. I am just being shocked. The teamwork tonight has been astounding. Del Rio has to get himself fucking out the ring, and just look at the raw strength of Bobby Lashley. He goes for the cover. This could be it, but not even more.
Some guys like Randy Orton. I mean, he's at one point actually semi-retired Batista, pinning him.
Lashley has had quite the career here.
I mean, he's a main event waiting to happen. Who knows, maybe by next WrestleMania he'll be main eventing WrestleMania 2. 3, I mean. Oh, he almost won that Kurt Angle to the limit at No Way Out in the Elimination Chamber. Well, Undertaker just back.
Those strikes of the Undertaker.
Well, look at Lashley overpowering the Undertaker.
Belly to belly suplex. But, oh, looked like Undertaker tried to get up.
What? Oh. Del Rio.
Again,
oh,
wow.
Del Rio getting involved again.
And again, the teamwork between these two. Look at Lashley just taking both of these men out, but should have been focused on the Undertaker.
Yeah, bad mistake there. And a big boot.
Oh, wow.
Oh! Undertaker getting a clothesline. Striking at will. Oh, there goes Del Rio.
Look at that. Looks like he might be thinking a tag, and he looks like he's going to tag in Goldberg.
And a double flapjack.
Not a good position for Lashley to be in.
Power swoop again. Go! Oh, Lashley ducks. Lashley's still impressive. He's
continuing to fight at 100%.
A scoop slam.
Nothing fancy about it, but it gets the job done. And
look at the power to Lindsay Goldberg. Spine buster. Wait.
Oh, what?
He's wanting to make a tag. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. What? This is exactly what I feared. I knew this would happen.
Undertaker, the fresh man now. Lashley dazed.
He's not able to make a tag because his partner doesn't want to tag him in.
Uh-oh. Undertaker single and DDT.
Looks like he's...
Look at Del Rio just sitting on the outside.
I mean, he's moving. I think he's going to leave. I think he's going to leave him. Yeah, he's going to walk away.
Choke slam.
He's going to put an exclamation point on this, but Del Rio was just watching. Perhaps he was leaving the trap for him by making him think he could trust him, but Tombstone Power Driver is another story. He's starting to leave.
He's just looking to taunt Lashley. And it's over.
Undertaker gets the pin, and Goldberg and he walk away with the win, but I think the real winner here is Alberto Del Rio.
Very strategic.
I mean, it almost looked like they were going to work together. They were going to be a surprising pair, but
Del Rio showing his true colors, but very smart though, weakening Bobby Lashley.
Perhaps the plan all along was to gain his trust, only to leave him to dry. Oh man, look at this.
Oh my. Wait, whoa!
Whoa, what?
John Cena about got ran over. Well, this concludes Smackdown. Oh, who did that?
Also buds.